What's up, y'all? This is the second part of the federal indictment involving an NBA player. The first one involves Chauncey Billups, who has two charges: money laundering and wire fraud conspiracy. There's also 31 other people involved in Chauncey's indictment. Here is the other one. It's two separate cases. This one deals with the NBA player Terry Rozier and using non-public proprietary information about players that were injured and would not be playing in games, forwarding that information on to family members and friends and other associates, and allowing these people to bet on the game knowing that a particular player or star player would not be playing. Even from what I understand, I haven't read the indictment yet, Terry Rozier himself would deliberately turn over the ball, would deliberately check himself out of a game, and allow people that he knew to bet on his points being under what the line was with the bookies. Let me see. Earlier today, at the federal courthouse in Brooklyn, an indictment was unsealed, charging 6 defendants. Damon Jones, also known as D. Jones. Terry Rozier, also known as Scary Terry, and Chum, with wire fraud conspiracy and money laundering conspiracy for their alleged roles in a scheme to use inside information from NBA players and coaches to profit from illegal betting activity. As alleged, the defendants turned professional basketball into a criminal betting operation using private locker room and medical information to enrich themselves and cheat legitimate sports books. This was a sophisticated conspiracy involving athletes, coaches, and intermediaries who exploited confidential information for profit. Insider betting schemes erode the integrity of American sports. Today, the FBI arrested 6 people, including current and former NBA players, for their alleged role in illegal sports betting and money laundering conspiracy, the result of a sweeping investigation conducted by outstanding FBI professionals and partners. Former and current NBA players and coaches, including Terry Rozier and Damon Jones, and additional co-conspirators, allegedly informed the defendants and others of confidential information relating to upcoming NBA games and player performances, such as pre-release medical information and a player's intention to alter their upcoming game performance, which favored certain bettors within their inner circle. The alleged collusion resulted in the defendants secretly pocketing their lavish winnings and corrupting NBA games. Rigging a professional basketball game for personal profit is as immoral as it is illegal. So here they have one particular instance, March 23rd, 2023, a Charlotte Hornets game involving Terry Rozier. As alleged, Rozier, then an active player for the Hornets, tipped off longtime friend Laster that Rozier planned to leave the game early due to a purported injury. Rozier provided this information to his friend for the purpose of enabling his friend to place wagers based on this information. Rozier's friend, another friend, and another friend used that confidential information to place and direct more than $200,000 in wagers predicting Rozier's under statistics, that Rozier would underperform. Rozier exited the game after 9 minutes, and many of the bets paid off, generating tens of thousands of dollars in profits. His friend collected the cash and drove through the night to Rozier's house, where together they counted the profits together. March 24th, 2023. As alleged, Ernest received and then passed on insider information from a longtime friend, an NBA coach at the time, that several of the Portland Blazers' top players would sit out a game against the Chicago Bulls. Before that information became public, Fairley and his associates wagered over $100,000 against the Blazers. When the lineup change was later confirmed, betting lines shifted dramatically, and the group's early bets yielded major winnings. So an NBA coach told somebody that he was going to sit several players. They then took that information and placed bets against the team of the NBA coach, and they won. April the 6th, 2023, Fairley, I guess Fairley is one of the defendants, Spook Mars Fairley, profited from a tip obtained through an inside connection to a then Orlando Magic player. A co-conspirator leveraged the relationship with the Magic's player to learn that several of the team's top players would sit out a game against the Cleveland Cavaliers, information that had not yet been made public. The co-conspirator relayed the tip to Fairley, who placed approximately $11,000 bet that the Cavaliers would outperform the point spread. When the lineup change was later confirmed and the Cavaliers went on to beat the Magic by 24 points, Fairley and the co-conspirator pocketed the winnings. So this guy got a tip that a lot of the Orlando Magic players weren't going to play in a game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Once he knew that information that nobody else knew, he went and placed the bet that Cleveland would cover the spread, and he won. Placed an $11,000 bet. February 9th, 2023 and January 15th, 2024. As alleged, former NBA player and coach Jones, this is Damon Jones, shared and sold insider information on numerous occasions about undisclosed information related to NBA games, such as lineup decisions and pre-release medical information, to his co-conspirators, who then placed significant wagers based on the tips. For example, on February 9, 2023 and January 15, 2024, respectively, Damon Jones provided insider information to co-conspirators about pre-release medical information concerning star players on the Los Angeles Lakers for the purpose of enabling the co-conspirators to place wagers based on that information. I wonder who those star players were on the Lakers. LeBron James was on the Lakers at that time. And if this is Damon Jones, didn't Damon Jones and LeBron James play together in Cleveland? As alleged, Jonte Porter, who was then an NBA player with the Toronto Raptors, this is January 26, 2024 and March 20th, 2024, Toronto Raptors games, informed co-conspirator Long Five Fam and others that he would prematurely exit the games he was scheduled to play on January 26th and March 20th, 2024, due to injury. Porter agreed to exit the game early so that Pham and others could place bets on this non-public information. Pham, in turn, provided this information to Hennon, who also provided this information to Fairley. Subsequently, Hennon placed bets on Porter's unders and underperformance in connection with the games through a network of strawbettors. When Porter exited both games early, numerous of the fraudulent wagers were successful. Wow. Jontay Porter and Pham have previously pled guilty in connection with their participation in the scheme related to these two games. So, Damon Jones, this is not good. So some of these guys have already been busted and have already pled guilty, and they're probably going to cooperate. They're gonna probably cooperate against Damon Jones and Terry Rozier. So this is the second case. I gotta pull down this indictment. More information soon. Peace.